Hey everybody, welcome back to more Secret of the Scarlet Hand. So, in the last video, we were wondering where we could find this number tile, and I think I know where. I think it's out here in the garden area. There's two places I discovered the tiles are in. One of them is in this bicephalic altar thing, which I think is this. No, that's the marriage thing. The other one is in one of the display cases, and I think we found that. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to find out where that altar is. I think it's further up, isn't it? Is it this thing? Wait a minute. No, that's the bird jaguar thingy. Nope. Another lintel. Okay, where are you? You're somewhere around here. I know you're outside. This? This! Here we go. It's this thing. Alright, is the number tile here? Because I know one of them is apparently here. And the other one is apparently in one of the display cases. And I thought I looked at all the display cases in the last video, so is it just sitting out here? Oh wait, no, this is this thrown back thing. Never mind. My bad, my bad. Is this it? Nope. I thought it was out here. Wait. Yes, this is it. Okay. Is it sitting around here? Wait. Nope. Is this where we got it? I'm trying to remember where we got that first one. Because, like, I vaguely remember picking something up here. I want to say I did pick it up here. So if that's the case, then it really is inside. Alright, we just need to find it on the inside. So it's in a display case. I don't remember exactly which one. I thought we looked at all of these, though. Just see what we can find here. Wait, was this the one that we could... Like, there was one that we could open if we had a key, right? Maybe it's that one. Let's look over there. I think it was over here, wasn't it? Yeah, this one with the radio in it.
It's locked. It's locked.
I know. I'm just wondering, is there a reason why she says that as if we can open it? But I'm not seeing a number tile in there, so wait a minute. Ah! Hang on. Is that it? There's no numbers on that. Okay, I wouldn't have guessed that that was a number tile. Okay, so let's put this together? Huh. Okay, let's try this out. Wait, we gotta do this. There we go. Alright, so Sunny mentioned that other stuff is irrelevant, right? Oh, right. He mentioned that the gods are also numbers. Okay. So, like, 1 would be this, I'm assuming. Which means 2... Let's get all the ones we know about. So, like, this is 13, for instance. This is going to be 5. Wait, 5? 5 is there? Oh, that's 0. Okay. So this is 1. Okay. And then this is 5. Okay. This is definitely going to be 17, which I think is, yeah, down here. Wait. Yeah, because this would be 18. So that's correct. This is 12, so that goes there. This is in the right spot because it's 15. 12, so this would be 10. This would be 4. Good. This would be 11, which is in the right spot. That's in the right spot. This is in the right spot. So this is 14, right? So that goes there. Alright, so that should be all of the ones that we can... Wait, no, this is 16. Which I believe is here. Let me just make sure. Yes. Alright, so all the ones with the lines and the dots on them should be in the right spots, I think. So let me go back to the notes I took from Sunny's thingy here and see what we can find out. So... what are we missing? We're missing 0, which, well, I don't know if we even have something for 0. Yeah, what would 0 be? Is this 0 the eye thing? I'm going to say that's 0. That makes the most sense. So we got 1 already, but 2, a big hat with 5 fingers, quote unquote, and a semi-oval. I think that's this? The one that's already there? Because it looks like 5 fingers. That could be a semi-oval. You know, I'm going to go with that. That makes the most sense. 3 looks like a doctor. What does that mean? It looks like a doctor. Which one of these looks like a doctor? Like, I have no idea. It says it's an ox. That doesn't help either. Like, these all look like humanized things. Is this a doctor? It's got like a little round thing. Like maybe Sunny thought this was a stethoscope or something. Oh, I gotta think like Sunny June. That's scary. Okay, 6 wears an eye patch with an X on it. Is that this? The one that's already there? I guess that's already there. And then we've got 9, which is a beard or acne. Okay. I think that's this one. Either that or this one. Oh man, I don't know. These look very similar, these two right here. Let's go on to 13. 13 has a T on the cheek. Okay, so that's this one. And then we've got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 17, 18, and 19 all look like the original numbers put with the removable jaw of Lahoon. What? What does that mean? Okay, I'm lost. So at this point, I could just go ahead and do this up here and this down here.
That looks right.
There we go. Okay. Those are like the only 2 in question, so we did it! Yay! I guess you're just kind of supposed to do that by process of elimination, where, you know, 3 looks like a doctor, and you could, I guess, infer that with that circle thing. Or something. Henrik is still not here. Alright, so let's go and we will cross this off the list. Yay! We did all the things! Alright, so next thing, while we're here, I'm going to try Prudence Rutherford. Just see if we can actually get a hold of her now.
You have no voicemail.
Alright, 1 7 8 5 5 5 5 7 2 7 9. Oh, come on! What in the world? I don't understand how phones work in this game. Or like... Wait a minute. I just thought of something. What if we're not supposed to call Prudence Rutherford from here? What if there's another phone? Because we haven't even talked to our phone contacts yet. Assuming we have them. Can we talk to Joanna about the tasks that we did? Aw, it's nighttime, I guess. Well, it's just as well, because maybe at this point we can go and go back to our room. If we can call Bess and George or somebody, maybe we can make more progress. So let's try that. I'm wondering if maybe we need to contact Prudence from the hotel room instead of the museum. The same thing goes for that Choco Canyon Cultural Center number as well. Yes, there is a phone. Okay, so we can call Bess and Franklin Rose from here. I'm assuming he's not in the office, right?
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose. How may I
Wow,
direct your
they're
call?
open this late.
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, hello. Do you have any news?
Well, we can talk to him about a few things, it seems.
Not really, but something tells me this case is going to get complicated.
Oh, Nancy, you zero in on a case like a heat-seeking missile, don't you? I feel so much better knowing you're going to follow up on every lead. I'll help in any way I can.
All right.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
Whoa, I just noticed something. Q and Z are on 0? What? I never noticed that on phones. Like, I feel like these are all the same. But Q and Z? Like, I don't think I've ever seen Q. I think I've seen Z, but not Q. Alright, well, let's call Bess. Maybe we can get some hints.
Hello?
Hey, Beth, it's me, Nancy. What's new?
It's pouring rain. George and I are in the middle of a heated game of Go Fish, and I'm winning.
Don't believe a word she says, Nancy. Last hand, I made mincemeat out of her.
Anyway, we don't want to make you homesick. How's the internship going?
Everything was going great until someone broke into a display case and stole one of the museum's most valuable artifacts. A jade carving of King Pakal.
Who was King Pakal?
He's considered one of the great Maya rulers. He reigned at the height of the Maya civilization.
So what happened?
Well, apparently the civilization was never quite the same after he died.
No, silly, with the theft. What happened with the theft?
Who are your suspects?
Do you have any clues?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Easy, ladies. Let's just say that so far, I have more questions than I do answers. But don't worry, I'm on the case.
There goes your low-key internship.
Honestly, Nancy, it never will cease to amaze me how one girl can cross paths with so much trouble.
Well, that's our middle name, it seems.
I don't know what to make of Alejandro Del Rio, the attaché to the Mexican consulate.
What's his connection to Beach Hill?
Right now, he's negotiating the monolith loan agreement between Mexico and the museum.
And what's your confusion? Something to do with dashing good looks, I hope.
Well, he is a little bit handsome, but he also seems very angry about all the Mexican antiquities his country has lost over the years.
How have they been lost?
They've been taken by explorers and archaeologists and smugglers. I guess the laws have only recently changed to protect Mexico's rights to its own antiquities.
Well, it sounds like he has a legitimate gripe.
Yes, but I got the feeling he would do just about anything to get an artifact returned to Mexico.
What do you mean, anything?
That's what I'm not sure of.
Well, let's hope he's just a big talker and not a bona fide vigilante.
Have you seen anything in the papers about Beach Hill getting the deal with Mexico to display the Palenque monolith?
The who?
The monolith. It's a giant block of stone recently excavated from a cave near Palenque in Mexico. Apparently it's a very big deal. They think it's 1,500 years old.
So, have you seen it? This, monolith?
Yeah, it's humongous. Must weigh a ton.
Like how big? As big as a refrigerator?
Maybe Bigfoot's refrigerator.
Sorry, Nancy, but how would a person tell this monolith apart from, say, some other big rock?
Well, for one thing, it has Maya glyphs carved into it.
Glyphs?
Pictures that represent words or ideas, also known as logographs. Joanna says the glyphs might be a message from King Pakal.
What kind of message?
We don't know yet. Henrik Vanderheun, Beach Hill's epigrapher, is working on a translation. Ever since the theft, I haven't been able to find Henrik anywhere.
That's odd.
Suspicious.
Has anyone else seen him?
If they have, they sure aren't telling me.
Nancy, do you think he's the thief?
I can't imagine that.
I can.
Maybe he's just an accomplice. Maybe he loosened security somehow to make the thief's job easier.
It's possible, but Henrik seems to care so much about his work. Why would he want to hurt the museum?
Maybe he cares a little too much.
She's right, Nancy. I'd give him the 3rd degree if I were you. Whenever he shows up again, that is.
Yeah.
Taylor Sinclair and Alejandro Del Rio have both earned a place on my suspect list.
Why?
Both admitted to being in the building at the time when the alarm went off.
Did they act defensive about it?
Not really. They both act as though they have nothing to hide.
Do you think they could be working together?
Judging by Alejandro's opinion of Taylor, I highly doubt it. But then again, stranger things have happened.
Yeah, like in the 10th grade when Bess turned purple in the middle of her class presentation on greenhouse gases.
George, would you kindly put a sock in it?
That's the second mention of purple in this game.
Somehow, Joanna has gotten the museum into some financial hot water.
How'd she do that?
Yeah, and how hot's the water?
It's all very vague. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, maybe she just overextended the budget a little in her effort to acquire the best artifacts for the museum, but
even if her intentions were good...
she may be feeling a little desperate to make some money back quickly.
Desperate enough to steal the Pakal carving, sell it on the black market, and collect the insurance on it too?
I know she loves the museum. Who knows what she'd do if she were afraid of losing her job.
Yeah.
She's a suspect.
Definitely a suspect.
Okay, so I just looked at my phone, and on there, the QZ on the last number was in 7 and 9, respectively. So I guess that is the standard way to do it nowadays, at least.
Why would the thief keep leaving that awful red handprint at every crime scene?
Talk about a creepy trademark.
Oh, I'm just glad I haven't seen it. With my sensitive psyche, that type of thing is like a 10-year warranty for nightmares.
Does it have any meaning in Maya culture?
Not that I know of.
Well, somebody ought to know. You're surrounded by experts in Maya culture, for gosh sakes.
But maybe it doesn't mean anything at all. Maybe the thief just thinks it's glamorous.
Sure. I mean, who really wants anonymity after all? Thieves have to have style. Something to set them apart, right?
It's not just any old villain that gets a book deal these days.
And we can request a hint.
Detective Drew, requesting hint, please.
Check out the phone list in the lab and see who Beach Hill's Cinnabar supplier is.
A sleuthy phone color, too. Ought to give you an idea of when the last order was filled.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later, ladies.
We're rooting for ya.
Yeah, you're doing great.
That is really helpful. Let's go back and do that. I don't think there's really anything else for us to do. Wait a minute. Wait, it's nighttime, isn't it? Let's go wake up the next day. There we go. Excuse me. I've been sneezing a lot lately. I hope I'm not coming down with anything. I'm always kind of paranoid of that, so that's why I actually record a lot of videos in advance, just in case I do get sick. Because there was one time when that did happen, and I couldn't upload for a few days because my schedule had been interrupted by the sickness and all that. Alright, so if we go back here, we can go find out who the Cinnabar supplier is. Henrik is still nowhere to be found. Okay. Hopefully the thief didn't do anything to him if it wasn't Henrik who stole everything. Brushes. Ooh, I wonder if this is the... You know, this looks like it would be appropriate enough for Cinnabar, so let's try it out. 555-6766.
You have no voicemail. Press...
Oh, I forgot to call those other numbers from our hotel phone. Oh, it's alright.
Keep it real. Max speaking.
Or maybe Prudence Rutherford is supposed to call us. Maybe that's how it goes.
Hi, I'm the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill Museum. I wonder if you could answer a couple of questions for me about our ordering history.
Well, hello there, Beach Hill. Hey, you're not Sunny June. Whatever happened to that guy? I suppose he caught a ride on a flying saucer, huh? What a riot. I'm sorry. Anyway, you don't need to reorder, do you? Unless you ate last week's shipment for breakfast, that is.
Last week?
You're sure it was last week?
Well, that's what it says here.
Do you know who placed that order?
Well, the initials on the order are J.R.
Oh, Joanna.
Was the package shipped to the museum?
Oh? Oops, I guess we didn't ship it at all. It looks like the package was picked up here at the warehouse.
Really?
So there hasn't been a holdup at the distributor or anything like that?
Hold up. Oh, I don't know where you heard that. We've got enough mercuric sulfide in-house to sink a ship.
Can you remember anything about the person who picked up the package?
I sure can't. Guess I must have been at lunch or something.
Well, that doesn't help.
Well, thanks for your help.
Sure thing. I hope there wasn't any problem with the stuff, was there? We only used a top-grade mercuric sulfide.
Judging by the impression it left, I'd have to agree that the quality was fine.
Well, you sound a little green in the chemicals department, if you don't mind my saying so. I hope you know that mercuric sulfide is highly toxic. Makes you crazy.
Uh-oh.
Well, I have heard that mercury poisoning can cause hallucinations and other symptoms of psychosis.
Oh, looks like I've got another call coming in here. You give us a call in about 4 months or so when you start to run out, okie doke? And don't forget to keep it real.
Alright. We won't forget. Alright, so I guess that's all we can do there. Can we tell Joanna or confront her about it? Alright, let's go back up here. Talk to Joanna.
Need something?
I need something to do.
I've got work to do.
Bye.
Come on, Joanna. We need to know what a matchmaker is or something. Maybe Taylor can tell us that. Maybe we need to go to Taylor and ask him. Tell you what, we haven't talked to Taylor or Alejandro in a little while, so let's go and check them out and see what's going on. If nothing happens with them, then at that point I think I'm just going to go ahead and ask Bess and George for another hint now that we've got hint capability. I guess we always did, but we forgot that the phone was even there.
Want a cookie?
Thanks, but I'm trying to cut back.
Any news?
I'd better get going.
Keep up the good work.
Alright. Nothing there. I'm trying to think, what else can we do in his office besides look at that painting? Alright, Alejandro. We just saw your best friend Taylor.
Buenos dias.
Ooh, we can ask him about Cinnabar.
Do you know what Cinnabar is?
The red powder that the Maya used? Sure, I know it. They use it at Beach Hill too, do they not?
Cinnabar was used to make the red handprint that was left at the scene of the Pakal theft.
What is your point?
I think Joanna may have been less than truthful with me.
Have you called the police?
I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Of course. Sister Joanna couldn't possibly be a thief now, could she?
Hey, we just said that she was less than truthful with us.
I should get back to the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
You really are a... Alright. Well, there was nothing we could find there, so I guess we're going back to the hotel, which will give us an opportunity to see if those other numbers work at the hotel. So I'll try Prudence Rutherford real quick. And I forgot the Choco Canyon thing already, so... Yeah, let's try it out real quick, just to see. Man, they don't make phones like this anymore. So we had 1785 555 7279. You'd think that they would add her number to the list if we were supposed to call her, which is one reason why.
Yes, hello?
Ooh! It worked.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew, calling from Washington, D.C. I'm trying to reach Prudence Rutherford, please.
Oh, yes. Franklin told me you'd be calling. Such dreadful news about Beach Hill. I will do everything in my power to help you catch those rapscallions. To think how they violated the sanctity of my domicile. Good heavens.
I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. What could you tell me about the necklace?
I'm sorry to hear about your loss. What can you tell me about the necklace?
I can't even think about it. Oh, just the very thought of my precious necklace gone, stranded, orphaned, and in the hands of some dirty stranger makes my blood boil.
Where did you purchase the necklace?
Good heavens, one does not purchase such a piece. I inherited it from my mother-in-law. But you see, the necklace means much more to me than just a handful of priceless rubies.
More? In what way?
I had the necklace restrung to include an exquisite jade carving as the centerpiece, a genuine artifact of the ancient Maya. The carving is not only one of a kind, but a Rutherford family heirloom given to me by my great-grandfather when I was just a little girl.
Interesting.
What does the jade piece look like?
It features a rare glyph. No one's been able to give me a precise translation, but most epigraphers have agreed that it has something to do with a snake, the color green, and the direction south. It's terribly fascinating.
Okay, so I've got a hunch here. I'm thinking that maybe these jade pieces that the thief is getting somehow all connect to that monolith. Because obviously we can do something with that monolith.
About the theft, where were you when it took place?
At 3 a.m.? Well, I was home, of course. Lost in sweet slumber. I don't grace the social circuit the way I used to. That brazen fiend crept right into the bedroom and took my necklace away. Where was I? Picking peaches in the fruit-laden orchards of my dreams. I feel like such a fool.
That sounds like a nice dream.
Was anything else taken besides the necklace?
Nothing. Not even my brand new Dada. Synesthetic, interactive, organic journey? Ha! I always knew Dada was overrated. One moment, dear. Off! Off the sofa, you nasty beast! Now! What are you doing? What did I say about the sofa? Bad, bad, naughty bad! I'm sorry, dear. What was I saying?
About the theft.
Oh, yes! Oh, they must have known. The rest of my valuables were left untouched. Frankly, I don't know whether to be grateful or insulted.
What about evidence?
The first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was this positively ghoulish red handprint on the wall. I nearly jumped out of my skin.
A red handprint was left at the scene of the crime at Beach Hill, too. Ms. Rutherford, I'm almost certain that these robberies were committed by the same person.
But why? What is so special about these carvings?
Miss Rutherford, I'd like you to meet Beach Hill's epigrapher, Henrik Vanderheun. Is there any chance you could fly out to Washington for a couple of days?
I'm afraid that's out of the question. The annual Corn Growers Ball is just 3 weeks away, and I'm the head of the steering committee. Besides, this whole thing has left me so out of sorts. I'm in no condition to travel.
But what about justice?
But, Miss Rutherford, surely someone else can step in for you. After all, this case is more important than a barn dance, isn't it?
For your information, the Corn Growers Ball is the largest gala event of the year in Topeka. Oh, I told Franklin I didn't want to speak to anyone, but he assured me you weren't the pushy type. I never should have agreed to this. Goodbye.
Oh, well, we just made her mad, I guess. Alright, let me try calling her again just to see if that's it. I think the Choco number was like 505-555-1222, I think.
Rutherford Estate, Prudence speaking.
I guess we can apologize to her.
Miss Rutherford, it's Nancy Drew again. I'm sorry for what I said before. I didn't mean to insult you, but I've got to find out more about the carving you lost if I'm going to have any hope of recovering your necklace.
As I said, this robbery was a trauma for me, and I do not wish to get deeply involved in the investigation. However, the insurance company made this dreadful replica of the necklace with the idea that I would wear such a thing to public functions. Please. But I could send that to you if you'd like.
Alright, I'm not going to be pushy. I'm going to get this option.
Perfect. Let me give you the address.
My secretary will have the address of the museum. Now, if that is all you would require, young lady, I will need to attend to other pressing matters.
Alrighty.
Thanks a million, Miss Rutherford. I won't let you down.
Call me Prudence. Oh, and Nancy, when you find the villains who did this to me, do me a favor and give them a sound thrashing.
I sure will. Goodbye.
Oh my goodness, I just had a thought. What if Prudence Rutherford and Professor Hotchkiss got together? Wouldn't that be wild? I would love to see that, because they sound very similar. Alright, so let's try the museum. Hopefully I'm remembering that correctly.
You've reached the Choco Canyon Cultural Center. The center is now closed.
Oh.
Regular hours are from
What time
10
is it?
a.m. to 6 p.m. 7 days a week, except on major national holidays, when we are closed.
So, we're on Eastern Time, and they're on... Oh, wait. Is it 9 p.m. already? Oh, it's a.m. So let's go skip ahead to 12, because that's at least a couple of hours ahead for us. So it would be 10 o'clock there, right? I'm probably overthinking that, but better safe than sorry, right?
Choco Canyon Cultural Center.
Hi, I'm hoping to speak to someone about the theft that happened there recently.
Are you the press?
No, I'm a detective investigating a similar crime in Washington, D.C.
This is Sheila Schultz, the director. What would you like to know?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I understand you had some rare Maya artifacts stolen recently.
That's right. It's a terrible loss, and the police here have no leads.
Beach Hill was robbed too. We lost one of our prized jade carvings.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
I'm wondering if the robberies are connected. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the incident at Choco Canyon?
Fire away.
Alright, so we can ask her a couple of things.
I heard the thief left a red handprint at the scene of the crime. Is that true?
Yes. It was very gruesome. It looked like blood, but according to the police analysis, the print was made with a mercuric sulfide paste.
Alright, so it is the same.
Do you know of any symbolic meaning attached to a red hand?
Don't walk, don't go there, talk to the hand, as my 15-year-old would say? Really, I haven't the slightest idea.
What types of artifacts did the thief get away with?
Only the center's most prized pieces. The case contained 5 pre-Columbian artifacts that were excavated right from this area.
5? Okay.
Do you have a list of the stolen pieces?
I know those pieces like the back of my hand.
Is
there
it
were
red?
3 pottery pieces, a small stone figurine with a snake head, and an ornamental jade carving.
Ooh, now that sounds interesting.
Which piece would you say is the greatest loss for the center?
Definitely the jade carving.
Yep.
It was highly unusual. There was a glyph on it that no one could translate. Until we hired Henrik Vanderheun, that is. His opinion was that it's Mayan in origin, and that it may have been a place-name glyph for this area. As you can imagine, we regarded it as something of a regional treasure.
Very interesting.
Do you know that Henrik Vanderheun works for Beach Hill now?
Yes, I know. His departure was a great loss for us.
Why didn't you mention the connection when I told you I was from Beach Hill?
I guess it didn't seem important.
Was Henrik still working at Choco Canyon when the theft occurred?
No. It happened just a few days after he left. I remember because after the police left, the staff and I were so depressed, we went into the lounge and pigged out on the rest of Henrik's farewell cake.
Interesting.
Was Henrik on good terms with Choco Canyon when he left?
Well, it was awfully abrupt. As soon as he heard about that monolith, boom, he was gone. For some reason, he just had to go study it. We weren't exactly happy about it, but it's not like quitting is against the law.
Yeah, I'm still suspicious about that. I haven't forgotten about him just up and leaving.
Do you recall having some appraisal work done by an art dealer by the name of Taylor Sinclair?
How could I forget? He went on and on about the impossibly rare artifacts he could get for us. I said, "Are you an art dealer or a smuggler?" But he assured me that the provenance documents would all be in order. Still, I never did any further business with him. He just seemed slippery.
Could you send me a photo of that jade carving so I can take a look at the glyph?
I'm afraid I sent our only print off to the insurance company. They said they'd return it, but who knows when our claim will be processed. I'm sorry,
Thanks a million, Sheila.
Feel free to call if you have any more questions.
We'll feel free to call if we have any more questions. Wait, we were going to talk to Bess and George. So, I've gotten a few comments on the channel mentioning that the last 4 digits of Bess's number spells hint, which is pretty cool.
It's me again.
Nancy Drew, you will never guess who the cat just dragged in.
Who?
Frank and Joe Hardy.
What?
I haven't talked to those two in months.
Let me tell you, they're as cute as ever. George and I were just telling them about your latest case, and, judging by the way they're hovering around me at the moment, I think they want to say hello.
Sure, put them on.
Hi, Nancy, it's Frank.
Frank Hardy, what in the world are you doing in River Heights?
Well, Joe and I just finished up a case out west, and we're taking a few days to drive back to Bayport. So we stopped in River Heights to say hello to our favorite girls.
Well, that's awfully sweet of you.
We should have known you'd be out there chasing trouble.
Joe, is that you?
The one and only. How's it going, Nancy?
Oh, just knee-deep in another case. You know the feeling.
Do we ever? There's one around every corner, isn't there?
You can say that again.
There's one around every corner, isn't there?
All right, Joe. Cheeky as ever, I see.
It's the secret of my irresistible charm.
Oh, brother. Listen, Nancy, we're taking off again tomorrow, but if you want to talk shop about this case, why don't you give us a call on the car phone? The number is 973-555-3393.
All right.
Sounds great. I'll do that.
Go get him, Nancy.
Good luck.
Oh, good. They saved the number here. I wasn't sure if that would help, but it's the Hardy Boys. Yay! Let me see. Can I actually get a hint this time? Let's get a hint. I want a hint. I want a hint.
Hello?
It's me again.
Hey, Nancy. What's the latest, Nan?
Detective Drew, requesting hint, please.
Negative, Detective Drew.
Assistants Marvin and Fane out of commission at this time.
Suggest calling Detectives Hardy and Hardy.
All right. So now we call the Hardy Boys for a
I'll
clue.
talk to you later, ladies.
Call back soon. Yeah, and good luck.
So does their number spell anything? 3393? Maybe feud. No. Okay, I'm not going to try to figure that out.
This is Joe.
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
Hey, Nancy. Any leads?
As usual, I've waded into a swamp of suspicious activity.
Suspicious.
Yeah? What's up?
Well, the guy that seems to be knee-deep in everything involved with these thefts is nowhere to be found.
Since the theft, Henrik is nowhere to be found. But he left me this note asking me to try out all of the activities in the temple exhibit.
Why would he ask you to do that at a time like this?
Well, supposedly, he just wants to make sure all of the activities can be successfully completed, so the temple exhibit is ready to open to the public.
So it's sort of like he's assigned you to do some fact-checking.
Yeah, sort of.
It could be a trap.
Or maybe he's trying to lead you to some clues about the Pakal carving. Better check it out.
It's a trap.
Temple exhibit full of cool activities for kids? I bet it'll be a blast. As long as you don't get strung up by your toes.
Joe, does she need that? Does she?
Wait, what? Strung up by my toes?
This investigation is stalling. Any thoughts on how to get it back in gear?
I'm fresh out of ideas.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my goodness, no one has anything.
Talk to you later, fellas.
Later, Nancy.
Bye.
Alright, so I guess that's it. We're gonna have to figure out what to do next. I guess we go back to the museum. I mean, I don't really know what else we can do. Let's see what we got here. Maybe something will happen, or I don't know. Let me just check in with Joanna again. Oh, she's not here. Hey, let's look at her stuff. Let's see what we got. Hey, she's looking at something really cool looking here. Wait, is this... It's red. Is that what the mercuric sulfide? That looks suspicious to me. Can't look at that. Maybe we can go back here and check out her desk, though. Hey, wait a minute. We saw this earlier, didn't we? Aha! We got something there. Texto. Obviously a riff on Expo. I'm afraid she's gonna come back here while I'm out. Well, while I'm here. She's out right now and she'll probably be back soon. Can I look through these? Nope. Maybe not yet. How do I get out? Here you go. Alright, well we got something. What is this? Is this a key to something? Oh, I wonder if this opens the stuff in Henrik's area. It's worth a shot, right? We were wondering about this. Henrik is still gone. Can I use this on this?
It's locked. It's locked.
Dang it. What are you supposed to use this on? It looks like a key ring that holds a card and a, like, almost a cigarette lighter. But I think there are keys out there like that, right? Do we have voicemail?
You have no voicemail.
Nope. Oh, wait. A note. The police called. Oh, okay. Left her office open. Okay, so she's probably not going to be back right away. Okay, so I feel a little bit better now. Did Prudence Rutherford's package make it in? Nope. Okay. I think it's a package, right? She's sending us like the replica thing. Alright, I want to know what a matchmaker in Maya culture is, so I wonder if Joanna has that in her office. Alright, let's look around. Let's just take a look. See if we missed something. I want to at least take my time here with this, because there could be something really important here. So it looks like that's the only thing to see there. Okay. What about here? There's a note or something. Nothing there. See, this is interesting. Why? There's a jade carving. Stuff. Okay. Just make sure I didn't miss anything here. I just like how everything's all messed up in there. Like, nothing about that's neat. Very realistic. Yeah, I guess that's all we can do here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But this is making me curious. Like, what is up with this? Ah, here we go. Here we go. We can look at this for some reason. Exhibitions. Ah, what's this? Provenance?
Only one piece of jade could have so much history.
Okay. So these are the provenance documents. Okay. Wow. Check that price tag out there. Okay, so here's all the signatures. Okay. So are we supposed to tell, like, Alejandro about these, since he's all about provenance and all that stuff? I want to make sure there's no other drawers here, but it doesn't look like we can look at the other ones, so I'm going to assume that's it. Let's try going to Alejandro again. Like, I can't think of anything else to do. Whoops, I think I went to the hotel. Oh, you can just click on it. Okay. Well, that speeds things up significantly. There we go. Nice. I guess we can also talk to Taylor now that we found that.
Buenos dias.
Ooh, here we go.
Have you heard? The police received an anonymous tip, and they're considering Joanna a prime suspect in the Bacall theft. They've taken her in for questioning.
I called in that tip. She lied about the Cinnabar, and you may not know this, but she has jeopardized the museum's finances with all of her wheeling and dealing. Why should she not be questioned?
I might have known.
How How do you know about museum finances?
I have my sources.
I should get back to the museum.
Goodbye.
I don't like you very much. Taylor, got anything about what's going on?
Want a cookie?
No, thank you.
Any news?
I'd better get going.
Keep up the good work.
Alright, what am I supposed to do next? Like, what is this thing for? Alright. Whatever we need to do is back at the museum. That much is clear. I'm just trying to think of what else there is. Oh! I just thought of something. So, there's that one display case with a ham radio in it that was locked, right? So, I wonder what would happen if we just went over here and tried this puppy out here. Aha! Can we do something? Ooh, what's this? What? I can take that? Why do I need that? I am legitimately confused. Like, what is this fuse thing for? What do I use that for? Am I supposed to operate the ham radio in the thing? Is there anything out here that we're missing? I don't think so. There's that pathway to the temple thing. I still don't know where Henrik is. Like, what is going on with Henrik? I feel like we need to find Henrik, and this whole thing will get back on track. Whoa! Henrik! Well, we were hoping to find him, but...
Henrik!
That wasn't exactly what I was hoping for, though. Well, I guess we got our question answered, sort of.
Amnesia? Wow. Henrik must have taken a real nosedive off that pyramid. Do you think he just fell, Nancy? Or was he pushed? Sounds like you need to find out about hospital visiting hours. Yeah, but you'd better get the lowdown from Joanna first. George is right. She is your supervisor, after all.
Okay, so we've got something new to do now. Henrik just fell off something, and he apparently has amnesia, which sounds super convenient. So, we're going to talk to Joanna in the next video, and then go and visit Henrik in the hospital, presumably. It sounds like that's what we need to do. So until then, guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you on the flip side.